Let's give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Stone. Shalom to all the true worshippers. This is the brother Ahmad from the GMS Jamaica Kingston camp, back with another few minutes of truth. Lord's willing, this will be edifying, straight and to the point. I want to keep it short and spicy, not only to feed and fill the bellies of the Lord's elect, but also to nourish them, because we can fill our bellies with anything, but only a few things, or only special things, I should say, will nourish your body and nourish your mind and spirit. And this is food for the spirit, all right? Now, the truth is, the micro RFID chip is the mark of the beach. That's right, beach. It's the word I'll be using to replace you know which word. All right? So the micro RFID chip is the mark for the beach. All right? In order, or the world that is being ushered in by the elites through their puppets, Klaus Schwab, Donald Trump, the World Economic Forum, who all these organizations are under one umbrella to usher in the digital age, which their system and what will be used, to put you on their what should I say, their blockchain, all right, to connect you to their blockchain, connect you to their system, their grid, will be the micro RFID chip. And again, it is the MOTB, the mark for the beach. All right, the mark for the beach. I'm sure you can read and see what's on my screen. Now, this is Revelation 13 and 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead." Now, Donald Trump is passing, signing executive orders left, right, and center. Some of which will be in the future, because it's going to be non-stop, and they are executive orders that will push through the digital age, the digital currency, the central bank digital currency, which is the next revolution, the digital revolution, the fourth industrial revolution. All right, it's knocking on our doors. You can see all the banks, all the systems making changes to go digital, right? This is all to support the micro RFID chip, which is the mark for the beach. All right. Now, verse 17 says, "Oh, I would like to also add that not only is Donald J. Trump doing all of that, but didn't he just appointed Elon Musk, the I want to say the face. I don't want to say founder because he's just being used, I want to say the face, and it could be the founder, who cares? The point is, he's the face, and he's the one promoting, and he's the one responsible for the brain chip, right? And we just read It says a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Forehead, head top, it's all the same. Nonetheless, it is a mark. And that mark is a device. That mark is a device. It's not a tattoo drawn with a pen or a tattoo gun or a marker or a Sharpie. Alright? Now verse 17 says, and that no man might buy or sell, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Now, this is saying that no man will be able to live, because no one can live in this world without buying or selling goods or services so that they can survive on the system. And all of this is going digital. Alright? And in order to be on their blockchain, so you can live in their digital Internet of Things, right? You will need the micro RFID chip, which is the mark for the beach. Alright? Now, how do we know this? Why are we so sure? Let's go into the word mark. It says a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or in the right hand as the badge of the followers of thy anti-Mashiach, the mark branded upon horses. And this is the very important Greek word charagma. All right, when you go into the word charagma, it says a pale or a stake, a palisade. All right, I want to get you an image before I go any further. Now, this is a RFID microchip. The image you see here in the middle, a radio frequency identification, uses electromagnetic fields to automatically identify and track tags attached to objects, aka people. An RFID system consists of a tiny radio transponder called a tag, a radio receiver, and a transmitter. We're going to get more into that. Oh yeah, let's take image is what I want to do. So yeah, you see on the finger right here, this thing shaped like a rice grain. That's the RFID chip. Now this, we just read in Revelation about the mark, that this device will be implanted in the hand or in the forehead. There it is, on the x-ray in your hand. Now, we read that the word charagma goes back to the word charax, which is a pale or stake, right? A pale or stake. This is the image which John the Revelator saw, and he used words according to his knowledge to describe what he saw. This is the pale or stake that is used, which we call a syringe today, that is used to implant the microchip into your hand. There it is, being implanted. That is how it is done. Alright. Now when you go into the word characters, now we are looking at all the characteristics of the mark, right? The device. And we're looking at all the characteristics. So we've gone through what it represents, and what it looks like, the syringe. Now the word characters, when you go into it, it is the Greek word grapho, to write with reference to the form of letters, all right, to write. So this device, this mark for the beach will be something that can be written on, information can be stored on, information can be sent to, information can be taken from, and we're going to get so much with the MOTB, the mark for the beach. So moving on to this article right here. It says micro RFID chips, the core technology for the future. It says the core technology for the future, which means this technology will be ubiquitous, the word I just learned. But it will be everywhere, all right? It will be everywhere, will be widespread. So that's why it says technology for the future. All right, so watch this now. We're gonna read what is the basic principles of a micro RFID chip. It says the core of the micro RFID chip is chips is the RFID technology. An RFID technology refers to the radio waves to achieve automatic identification of the target object of data exchange, right? Data exchange, target. Who is the target? We are the targets now. This thing will be sold to you as being the most convenient thing you can own. It will make your life easier. And it can, in all sense of the word, it can, but what it represents is pure wickedness and evil. All right, it is being used to achieve iniquity at a high level. It is sorcery at its finest. That's why Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai says not to partake in the RFID microchip, aka the mark for the beach. All right, so it says, okay, where was I? It says targets, right, which I just explained. We are to object and data exchange. So not only will a doctor be able to receive your information, Zine, but they will tell you that people can't send information to your thing. They cannot manipulate it. Only you can, through your smartphone or whatever devices they come up with to do so. But will be a blatant lie, because if doctors, while you are unconscious, can scan and get your information, your medical record, to know what is wrong with you, so they can treat you accordingly, which is a good thing, then so can somebody with bad intentions scan your information and do something negative with it to affect you negatively, of course. All right, so can information be sent to it, the information that you don't necessarily want, from bad entities. All right, you have to open your mind up. Don't just listen to what they are writing here. Read between the lines. It says micro RFID chip is based on the traditional RFID chip to do further miniaturization through nanotechnology and microelectronic manufacturing processes. The chip size can be reduced, yada yada yada. Yeah. Now, let's go to what are the main application areas of the microchip. All right. It says in the field of healthcare, micro RFID chips have a wide range of applications. For example, microchips can be implanted in patients to monitor important physiological indicators such as heart rate, blood pressure, and body temperature. Yes, what else can it monitor? Right? These data are transmitted to doctors and caregivers through RFID technology to help them make timely adjustments. Now, these are all good points, right? These are all good ways in which to use this. But it's Esau we are talking about. The scripture says, never trust thine enemy, right? As I said earlier, they're going to sell it to you as being the most convenient thing, the most helpful thing, the most important thing you can't live without, yo. All right? It's going to be as important as the air you breathe. Thus, why the scripture says you cannot buy or sell except having it, which means you cannot own a business, you cannot enter a business without having it. You know, probably the doors won't open to let you inside of these Amazon stores that are popping up worldwide. You know? In any stores, maybe even the doors won't open, yo, because cash will be a thing of the past. So you will need this in order to access their Internet of Things, which they're planning to make a part of your world, to operate in the real world and on the Internet of Things with digital currency. All right. Again, in order to be on their blockchain, you will need the RFID chip micro. All right. Just want to say it like that. Don't pay me no money. Now, this, to continue read, it says to help them to make timely adjustments and treatment plans and improve the accuracy and timeliness of them. It says logistics, supply chain management. Micro RFID chips play a key role in logistics and supply chain management. By embedding microchips in the packaging of goods, it is possible to inquire about the transport process of the goods. Logistics companies can obtain information about the status of the goods and reduce the possibility of lost goods. All great, but just picture yourself as being that goods. Just picture yourself of being that product. Earlier, one of the first things we read is that that you are a target. Whatever target it is embedded in, they will be able to do all these things that they're applying to just goods, but it's gonna be applied to you. You will be tracked. Your vital signs, whatever they know if you're dead or alive, you will be monitored. That's why there are executive orders that are taken away and bills that are being passed under your noses that are taking away certain so-called freedoms, certain so-called rights and privileges. All of that accompanied with or combined with the RFID microchip is going to ensure that you live in these 15-minute cities that they have for the future. You can't go past your 15 minutes area, 15 minutes from where you live, your designated area. Right? Retail industry, it says retail is also an important application area for micro RFID chips. By embedding microchip RFID chips in merchandise tags, merchants can achieve inventory, and again, the ultimate goal is to chip the world's population. It's not to chip your microwave, it's not to chip your toaster, it's not to chip your hair dryer. or your fucking shoes. It's to chip the population, to have everybody connected to their blockchain, which is a system that will be used to monitor not only your monetary transactions, but you itself. You won't be able to hide from the powers that be. And you will have to, you will be charged for every little thing, all when you don't have it. You will be charged for the air you breathe. Merchants can achieve inventory monitoring at checkpoints. Customers do not need to scan the barcodes of the goods one by one. Just push the shopping cart through the RFID reader. Thus, you just exit the door, which is why I said you won't even be alone in these stores. You won't even be able to go through the doors, yo. This is Esau we're talking about. Never trust him. Anything Esau has, everything that Esau has created, everything up until now, whether it is classified as food, medicine, what else? Or should I? Maybe I just need to say food or medicine. Even clothing, yo. Even clothing. So apparel, even clothing. All of these things, Esau has turned into a weapon against us. The clothes you wear with the all these mixed up fibers and the polyester, it's harmful to you, it's weakening you, definitely making you stupid. The food is making you stupid with all the mercury and iron that is in it, aluminum that is in it, crossing into your blood-brain barrier after you consume it in these foods. Red 40, all these toxic ingredients that are within these foods, Esau is killing you slowly with it, weakening you. The so-called medicine. Oh, don't get me started on that. We wouldn't finish until about next year. This time, all right? The juice, the jab, the vaccine, and this is not medical advice. I'm not giving medical advice, right? But the vax, the juice, Satan poison, that's what it is, poison. And I have a theory, because that is nano, especially the Cove Vax, that is nanotechnology, aka a bioweapon. You know, a lot of information have come out since the that event. This shit is a bioweapon. I believe that it is, it will be, or any other Vax for that matter, will be connected to the RFID micro chip implant, the mark for the beach, because the mark for the beach will be able to transmit and receive signals, receive information, signals in which are informations in which can activate certain things that have been previously injected into your body. You see where I'm going with this? Nothing is out of the reach of Esau. The scripture says, "All are the things of Esau searched out." He make a diligent search. Him search out iniquity diligently, yo. That's Psalms 64. Psalms 64. And we're going to start from verse 4. You know? Well, I can't read, but we're going to start from verse 4. It says, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. See me? Them say, how can we take over the world? You know, like the pinky and the brain. How can we take over the world without them even knowing it, yo? So it says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Who are going to see that the foods that we are allowing to be manufactured are snares to trap them, make them addicted and make them sick, make them constantly go to our medical industry, who will again be, or what will again be, another snare, another trap that will attract them. Let them think that they're coming for peace and safety and to be healed, but it's only keeping them in the sick conditions that our food place them in to begin with. Everything you see that the so-called white man has made is a trap and a snare. He has weaponized everything, yo. Everything is a weapon for this man. Nothing is off limits. He said, will turn your own baby in your womb into a weapon against you, yo. So the commune of laying snares through the RFID chip, which is the MOTB, the mark for the beach, because it can be used for so much great wickedness, yo. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. The scripture says, them not only do all of them research and them so-called scientific studies to find out how can fuck over the world population, both man and animals, you know, all creatures, you know, which is our creation, even the plants. See, Bill Gates talk about if you cut down tree and bury tree and destroy tree because the tree they must be harmful some. Yo, that man Bill Gates is sick, yo. That man's psychotic. Nobody can see that man is a serial murderer. They search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But God, but Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. That is what going to happen to them in the end. There's a lot of people before that happens, for the Lord saves us and destroys this wicked, vile creature. Many of you are going to be caught up in his traps. His evil traps. The scripture tells you about the device of the churl, yo, in Isaiah 32. We'll go straight to the point. So verse 7 says, the instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices. So the churl, the word churl, if I remember correctly, means somebody who's despicable. You know, wicked. It's Merriam website. Ubiquitous. Existing or being everywhere at the same time. Yes, that's the word I learned earlier. We're looking up the word churl. It says a medieval peasant Rustic countryman. A rude, ill-bred person. See there? A rude, ill-bred person. Now I'm going to show this. I'm going to look it up. Bear with me. So the instruments also of the churl are evil. So the word churl, scoundrel. A freaking scoundrel. That's what Esau is. Right? And what? His instruments that he devised, they are all wicked. He devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak right. Yeah. Even. Alright, so where was I? Let's go back to the article. See if I get everything out of it I wanted. What are the main applications areas for the microchip? Intelligent home. So that's where they explain it can be put in a door. Because people too lazy for opening them damn door with a key. Something wrong with that, I guess. We need to read that. What are the technological advantages of the microchip? So there is 3. It says high level of integration. Integrate more functions in a limited space by integrating sensors, processors, and antennas on the same chips. These miniature devices, yes, all these things you can put on the chip, it makes the chip accessible to outside influences, right? Can efficiently capture, process, and transmit data. We have to know what implications of these things are. You can't just read and it says, oh, it's all cherry blossoms and ice creams and cushy soft pillows. No, it is not. What are the ramifications of putting these things in your hand? What are the risks for it to be accessible to unwanted interference? Conclusion. This is it. So conclusion. As a key member of the future Internet of Things, the micro RFID chips have a broad development prospect through continuous technological innovation and application expansion. So they might look where they can apply it in even more ways. You know? So that means how them can apply it, not just medically or in farming industry, so pharmaceutical industry, the food industry, but also militarily. But notice how that is not shown, and there are so many ways I can think of. Because if you embedded these things in all the guns, you can shut down the guns of somebody holding someone's hostage, just off the top of my head. You can stop wars. But no, who wants that? You know, this is definitely not a short video. I apologize. Continuous technological innovation and application expansion. These miniature devices will further enhance the intelligent level of the Internet of Things system, bringing more convenience and benefits to all walks of life. And this, I remember a point I wanted to make. The Internet of Things will be run by what? AI. How will the AI communicate with you? It is through their RFID chip micro. The mark of the beach. So the mark of the beach is the RFID microchip. Alright? So the Internet of Things run by AI, will be monitoring you through your daily life, and that is the future of the fourth industrial revolution Esau is trying to usher in. Esau is trying to bring in. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And the micro RFID chip is definitely one of Satan's devices. Do not be ignorant of it. Alright, it is the mark for the beach. Alright. And yeah, I really hope this lesson was edifying. Once more, let's give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. The belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Stone, and shalom to all the true worshippers.